Hello spectators. Check this out. I was doing so well and then boom. Crap everywhere. But I decided to go ahead and declutter for round 2. Do a little bit of fall cleaning and then try to do a quick story time as well. I don't see why not. So today we're gonna talk about how my financial aid got suspended and why it's still suspended and what they don't tell you. So let me just put this on a tripod. So you guys, I've been doing so well with keeping my room clean and then it just fell apart all over again within last week. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up. While I'm cleaning up, I'm gonna tell you a story time. So what should I do first? I don't know what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna just rock with it. So all of this happened when I was like 19 years old and I'm currently 24. So it was like a bunch of things that just came that happened and it just But anyway, so it started out me being 19. You know, I was Miss Independent and I had like a job. I was in college. I had my own apartment. I was paying my own bills. Like, it was so much I could be proud of. And then like everything just hit the fan. I got stressed out pretty badly with everything going on at one time. I wound up getting depressed. I wasn't focusing in class. Now at the time when I was at my apartment, I did not know I was depressed. So you don't really know you're depressed until you're around people. And see me, I would go to school, go to work, come home, do it over again, pay my bills. So I wasn't really paying attention to it. Starting at like 7 in the morning, I would go to school immediately. I would drive my car to the mall and take the bus to school. So I wouldn't get out of class. Well, like I had multiple classes. Let me just put it that way. So I wouldn't get out of school till like maybe 1:50 in the afternoon. And then I would have to work right after. The thing is, it was a bit of a ways from my school. It wasn't that much of a way, but with traffic, because on my way to my house, I had a school zone. So yeah, so I worked at McDonald's at the time. They asked if I can come in at 3. No, 2. They asked me to come in at 2. So they asked me to come in at 2 o'clock. I got out of class, my last class, at 1:50. First of all, there was just no way I'm about to sit here and rush and get there in 10 minutes. No. With school zones and traffic, no. But yeah, like every job I've worked, it's like I'm always needed. In this job, I was very much needed. This was like my very first job. But anyway, yeah, they was expecting me to be there in 10 minutes after coming from class. I say no. I say I will be there at 3 o'clock. There's no way I'm finna try to rush over there in 10 minutes. I don't even get a quick break in between, you know what I mean? So I told them, I was like, if you guys schedule me at 2 o'clock, I will always be an hour late because I'm not gonna rush to be there in 10 minutes. Okay? So yeah, I go to school 7 to 1:50. Then 3 o'clock, I go to work and I don't get off until 10. Now see, I told them I need to leave at 10 o'clock. So I can have time to go home, do my homework, and then go ahead and get some rest. But see, my co-workers was late and it caused me to be there until 11 o'clock at night, maybe even 12. That was annoying. I used to work the drive-through and like I would take orders and then like hand stuff out the window at the same time, or I'd be in back drive taking orders and cashing out orders. I was getting it, honey. Another thing that kind of stressed me out too is that I didn't have a laptop. I didn't have a computer of my own. I was in a math class. One of my classes, which was the math class, required that I had my own computer and so I could do my homework from home. I didn't have that. But my apartment complex had a lab, a 24-hour lab that I would go to. And sometimes those computers didn't work. And I'd be out of gas. And somebody probably gonna be like, why didn't you go to the library? First of all, there's no library that's gonna be open at midnight. Not even 11, not 10. And then what really put the icing on the cake is that my hours got cut in my job. So do you think I had money to pay my rent? No. So it had got to the point where I was borrowing money from my mother. Like, I would ask her, can you help me pay the rent because I was short on money? And you know, she helped me out as much as she could. But at that point, like, it was to the point where my hours got cut so bad that I couldn't even come up with my part. After all of this transpired, I started being depressed. Like, I was sitting in my room all day long. Like, I didn't do anything. I used to go to the, like, at my apartment complex, I had a nice pool, you know. Early in the morning, I used to go over there on my days off and, like, go chill and swim in the pool or chill by the pool, lay on the hammock, all of that. So I wasn't doing that anymore. I was just sitting in my room, and it was just like, ugh. And then, like, at the time I had a boyfriend, and he wasn't making it no better. I'm not even gonna get into that. All I was thinking about is how I'm gonna get evicted, how I'm not making enough money, how I'm not able to pay my bills. And listen, when I feel like I lose my independence, I feel so bad. Like, it makes me feel so drained. I love being independent. I love doing things on my own. I love not being able to depend on anybody. I love paying my own bills. I love working. So it was just terrible that I couldn't do anything for myself. Car was acting up, it was breaking down, and I didn't have the money to fix it. You know, I had my hours cut, like I said, so it was just terrible, y'all. But after all that stress transpired, I wasn't focusing, and I wound up failing all the classes that I was taking. When I got back home, you know, I moved back into my mom's house. She was just like, you know, are you okay? You know, you don't seem right. You just seem so off. And, you know, I'm like, I'm fine, you know. That's the first thing a depressed person would say, is that they're fine. That's why I really hate when people walk around saying that they're depressed on Facebook for, like, attention. No, boo-boo. Real depressed people do not say that they're depressed. They're going to act like everything's fine. So that's what I was doing. You know, I went to go see a doctor. You know, she gave me she gave me this little survey that I would do, and you need to see a psychiatrist because you're definitely depressed. And I was like, so let me get back to where, you know, my financial aid got suspended. That was just terrible. That's when I had started paying out of pocket, and that was just ugh. And, like, my classes were at least, like, $300 each. Like, matter of fact, $320 each. And if it was, like, those are 3 credit classes. If there were 4 credit... I can't talk, y'all, but... if it was a 3 credit class, the class was about $320. And then if it was a 4 credit class, it was, like, $420. So it was, like, $100 more. Like, oh, my gosh. So I've been paying for those classes for years now, and, like, I was passing my classes, and y'all, like, I could never understand why my financial aid got suspended. I mean, no. I could never understood why I never got my financial aid back. So, you know, I had to, like, try to keep up with, you know, getting back to the 67 satisfactory or whatever. I think it's 67%. Because when all that transpired, I think it put me down at like a 57, I think. But anyway, oh, I forgot to mention, so, like, the cause of the depression was, like, all this stuff going on at once, like, all these unfortunate events. And then, like, this is why I brought up my birth control, because my birth control had a huge effect on me and my emotions, which I did not know it had that type of side effect to where I'd be depressed like that. Did not know. And I'm not the only one that said that, that says that they got depressed while they were taking the birth control shots, the depot shot. So it made me feel a little relieved, But at the same time, if I don't know all of that transpired, I would not have taken that Depo shot. So yeah, it definitely had a great effect on my depression. I was taking it since I was like 15 years old, and like I didn't really receive the side effects till like I was 19. So I was calling and like I was catching up, trying to figure out what percentage I was at and how many more classes I needed to take or whatever. So every time I called, they were like, you need 3 more classes. I'm like, okay. So I go take classes, and then next thing I know, they were like, you need 2 more classes. And I'm like, okay. So I kept taking classes, and then that's when I kept calling, and I was just stuck at 2 more classes. And I'm like, I done took and paid for so many classes. Like, why am I not getting my financial aid back? Like, why am I still at a certain percentage? Like, I don't understand. I was getting so frustrated. I was about to quit school, I'm not gonna lie. And I found out like these financial aid people are not honest. Oh, I did not mean to do that. It pisses me off. So I was like, so at age 24, you know, I was fed up. So I'm calling them and I'm like, yo, like, I've been stuck at 2 classes for so long. Like, why am I not getting my financial aid back? She was like, you could have been had it back. One honest lady I talked to, she had not been working there. She couldn't have been working there years ago because I would have been out of here. But she was like, when you apply for your classes, you have to take brand new classes. Retakes do not count. So I'm like, are you serious? Like, you're kidding me, right? She was like, no, like, you need to take new classes that you haven't taken before. It'll break your percentage up. She was like, she calculated it. She said, you really need 2 more classes. Make sure that they're new classes. If you do any retakes, they do not count towards your percentage. I said, I'll be damned. Excuse my French. I was so upset because I'm like, I could have had my financial aid back years ago. Years ago. And I'm over here retaking the classes that I had already failed back when I was 19, and come to find out it wasn't counting. Like, what that, like, I was so upset, y'all. Like, y'all really don't understand how mad I was, because I could have been back in school with my financial aid, with my grants, all of that stuff. I was upset, y'all. And then what made me so mad, even more mad, is that I had filed an appeal too because I was depressed, and they only relieved for 1 class. They only paid for 1 class. I took all those classes, filed an appeal because I was depressed. It was valid, and then they paid for 1 class. Like, that's what they don't tell you guys. So like, if you were like me, you got your financial aid suspended and you're wondering why you never got it back, it's because when you're trying to up your percentage, you're supposed to take classes, brand new classes that you haven't taken yet. So just keep that in mind. But I plan on paying for these last 2 classes in spring, get it over with, get my money back, so I can keep them moving, so I can get my degree, because I want to become a physical therapist. Like, YouTube is just for fun, y'all. YouTube is just for fun. My main goal is to become a physical therapist. Like, it's been in my heart for so long, and I've watched the physical therapists at my past jobs, and I really want to do it. So don't give up, y'all. Just don't give up. Don't quit, because I almost did till I figured out the real truth about these freaking schools. But yeah, so I'm just ending on that note and just finished cleaning my room. So